Hello and welcome to Inner Space. My name is Ben. We're going to be doing Reiki flow today. Let's start in our cross-legged seats. If you've got yourself a bolster at home or some sort of a cushion that you like to use for support, you might like it in some of these poses. Big open chest now. Pull your shoulders back and down. Lift your chin up, stretch through the neck. Big tall spine, big posture. We go forward and back. Bigger, deeper breaths now. Exhale forward, inhale back. Exhale forward, inhale back, and stop thinking about it now and just keep moving. You might like to slow down your pace. Drop your shoulders down and away from your ears. Lean a little left, right, feeling the different sensations in your hips. Most of us have one hip or another that's tighter. You're kind of doing left and right movement with your shoulders while we go forward and back with the chest. And you see, it's these little half circles and full circles, forward, back, left and right, all at the same time. I want to ground you in some very basic clarity before we move on. The body, the physical body, moves in 3 dimensions. That's all. We move forward and back with the chest. We move left and right with the shoulders, and we move up and down with the chin. Forward, back, left, right, up, down. We breathe, and we move the air in and out of the lungs. You see, in and out represents the 4th dimension. The physical body moves in 3 dimensions, and then the breath represents our 4th dimension. We're going to top it all off as we focus on the heartbeat. You can bring your hands to your heart if it feels good for you. If you can focus on your heart without your hands, that's good too. We feel the heartbeat. We feel the breath move while we move the body in 3 dimensions. And it doesn't really matter what kind of shape you're moving in, what kind of order you're using. You're just moving in 3 dimensions while you breathe and feel your heart. The heart squeezes and releases while the lungs breathe in and out. The heart represents our 5th dimension. Squeeze and release while the lungs go in and out, and the body goes forward, back, left, right, up, down. And all together now, become aware of the fact that all the time, always, you are always living in some sort of a 5th dimensional understanding. Let's sit up nice and tall. Pull those shoulders back and down. You're going to put right hand on the floor next to you. Left arm goes up and over to the right. Big stretch now. Reach, lift, drop your shoulders down. Move your neck around until you make space for the breath in your pose. You might like to lock that bottom arm. You might like to bend the elbow. Different shapes you can make. We're in this position so that we can feel the left ribs opening up. But under no circumstance do you want to lift your shoulders into your ears or hold your breath or squeeze your jaw in order to do so. And so, unconditional of what I'm doing and how I look, I want you to find your complete freedom of mobility in this general shape while the hand goes up and down and forward and back and left and right, moving in 3 dimensions while you inhale up and in and out, and the heart squeezes and releases. Last one like this, and then we're going to put our left hand on the right knee. This is our twist now. Cross the body, left hand, right knee, look behind you, squeeze the belly, empty the lungs, and then, sigh of relief. Relax the back of the neck a little bit. Drop your shoulders down. Make space for your breath to come in and out. It's this 5-dimensional understanding, body, breath, and heart. You'll come to know that you don't have control over whether or not the heart beats. You can change the speed at which it beats, if you're really aware, but you can't control it in any way. The breath, you have to breathe, but you can absolutely control how you breathe and change it instantly without great effort. We're going to take the right hand, the one behind, and Bring it underneath that left elbow. So we're hooking the left elbow. You're going to sit up tall and give a good stretch through that left shoulder, up, down, left, right, forward, back. Once you're centered, you breathe. Let the stress out. Find the heartbeat. The heartbeat might be in your fingertips. It might be in your wrists. It might be in your elbows. It might be in your throat or your temples. It might be in your stomach or your pelvic floor or your calves or your toes. It doesn't matter where you feel it, as long as you feel it somewhere. We're going to do hands behind the back now. Both hands behind the back. We interlace the fingers, lift up the chin, pull those hands down and take a big breath. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together while you lift the chin up. And let your stress out while you make it. Relax the jaw, the back of the neck, open up your airways, because the only thing that you can actually control is your breath. You're not in control of whether or not you're breathing, because you are, but you can control how you breathe. And when you change the way that you breathe, you change the way that the heart beats. In order to help you change the way that you breathe, you move your physical body. Now let's fold in the center now. Eyes down, nose down, exhale deeply. When you get down to the deepest place where you can go, see if lifting the arms up feels good to you, and if it doesn't, don't. I want you to fold unconditionally, and then if in your fold you like stretching those arms up, you should enjoy that. Everybody's going to relax the back of the neck. Let the air come in and out freely, because you will always feel better when you feel free. In this way, I'd like you to understand that yoga describes that your mind is the element of your breath which is retained in the body. Let's bring the hands out in front of us now. Push long arms, stay in your fold. Tuck the chin down, round the shoulders, squeeze the belly. Find that spot where you feel like you have made peace with your three-dimensional movement so that you can breathe calmly and clearly and comfortably. Because if the mind is, in fact, as yoga describes, the element of your breath which is retained in the body, you'd come to understand that the oxygen you're inhaling right now, it takes about 90 seconds or so to cycle through the body, 2 minutes maybe, before you exhale it out as carbon dioxide. Let's inhale both arms in the air now. Inhale, lift up both arms and stretch and reach and squeeze, and then let the breath out. Relax the neck, the hands, the jaw. Make this pose what you want it to be. If it's gentle or if it's dogmatic, allow yourself to be in the shape and the way that fulfills you, that feels good to you, that you're getting benefit from. If it's a back bend, or if you're squeezing your lower belly muscle, all the same, the shoulders are down and you can breathe just fine, because the breath is the only thing you can control. The only thing you can change is your mind. Left hand's going on the floor now. You're going to reach the right arm over and up as you bend the left elbow and straighten the left elbow. As you twist your chest left and right, reach the arm and the chin, and then exhale to select one of these sensations that you have sampled. Of all the potential possibilities that you could ever be in with your three-dimensional body, do so. Pick the one that allows your fourth-dimensional breath to come in and out more freely, because that will please your fifth-dimensional heart. Squeezing and releasing. The heart pumps the blood nourishes the body, the blood moves the oxygen. You see how all this works together? Just move into the spot where you feel most cared for, most fulfilled, most nourished, and then stay there and be nourished and fulfilled and cared for in that spot. And as soon as you have overstayed your welcome or worn it all out, simply pick a new spot. Change your pose. Let's twist now. Right hand goes to left knee. Look to your left, squeeze at the belly, empty the lungs, and then move around in this pose. And what you'll find is that in each pose, your freedom of mobility is limited. You don't have as many options as you always do, because you can't break the pose. You're in the pose. You're in your twist, but where you place your chin and your shoulders and your chest, forward, back, left, right, up, down, chin, shoulders, chest, the placement of your throat in space will essentially determine the placement of your spine, because your spine goes through your throat, right? How high the chin goes up determines how easily the airflow can come through. Last breath. And we're going to bring the left hand, the one behind, forward underneath the front arm. Hook it, lift it, squeeze it, wiggle around until you find what you want, and then exhale out. Everything that doesn't feel like what you have decided to feel like, see? Go shopping. Sample all the fabrics, all the things. Go to the ice cream shop and taste every flavor. And then make your decision on what you think, in your opinion, is the medicine you need, the energy you need, the perspective that you need in order to just feel generally better. Pick it, choose it, sustain it, have it, and let all the other options go out in the wind. Unwind the arms, relax the shoulders back and down, relax the neck. We're going to reach the arms in the air. Find your center here where you're strong and stable so that you can separate your feet, bring the feet together, and be in bound angle pose. Now, soles of the feet touch, your knees are out, you can scooch around on your hips, you're stable, the space between your heels and your hips is satisfactory to you, and you fold. You tuck the chin down, you round the shoulders, you exhale deeply, your breath is limited now. That makes this pose and all the forward folds harder in a way because your breath is limited. It's harder to get the air all the way into your belly. It's hard to expand your belly with the inhale of this pose. But the truth is, you don't have to breathe through the belly. It's nice, it feels good, it's supportive. But this pose is here to teach us that when some of your resources are taken from you, you can adjust. You can still breathe calmly, you can still drop the shoulders, you can still open up the airways, you can still find that three-dimensional placement and alignment of the body, all for the purpose of just nourishing your cells, your body, with oxygenated blood as freely, as calmly as you can. You'll understand that the way in which you feel while you inhale is imprinting on the oxygen that comes into the body. It's imprinting on the blood that gets circulated. It's imprinting on the heart. And then that feeling starts to push out through your body and become your mind, the element of your breath, which is retained in the body. Let's sit up nice and tall now. Lean over to your left, so that when you lean to your left, your right knee comes up. And you put your right knee down inside the heel, so that when you lean to your right now, you have pressure on your right hip. You've locked your right leg into place in a little chicken wing, and you can choose how far to the left or how far to the right to sit, how forward and back to take your chest, how up and down to take your chin, until you can drop your shoulders down and sit without tightening your jaw, without holding your breath, restricting it in any way, so that the imprint that you're putting onto your brand new mind is of the way you want to feel. Now, you'll understand that if you could, theoretically, sustain the way that you want to feel for a full 90 seconds or 2 minutes, you would change your entire mind, because your entire mind is cycled out every 90 seconds or 2 minutes. Being able to completely flush everything out, remember what you want to be feeling, This is how we use the Reiki energy. This is how we use prana in the yoga practice. We're going to do our last breath here on this hip. And then lean over to your left. Take the weight off. Kick that right leg out. Nice and stable in your seat now. The left foot is folded into the right thigh, and you're going to do right elbow by the right thigh. And if using your bolster here feels good for you, right elbow under, on top of the bolster. Left arm's going up, and this is your side stretch. Sample. 3 dimensions. Forward, back, left, right, up, down. Shoulders drop. You focus on the breath. You select one thing unconditionally of the way that it looks, because the way that it feels is more important. Maybe you're wrapping your hand behind your back. Maybe you're repositioning the chin. From all the potential possibilities, you're going to choose one. Unconditional of what you were taught before, or what you read in a book, or what you were told by some other teacher. Listen to yourself. Listen to your body. Sort, sample. Find your power. First step of the Reiki process. Find your power to choose, to select something, to change something. Your power to learn something and apply it to your behavior. Every little muscle that you're tensing, you're doing on purpose, you're choosing it. It could be different. You could allow yourself to make it different, to adjust, to be creative. Because this creativity is what you're going to need in order to finish the process. It begins with our power to choose where to place your body in 3 dimensions, what to look at, what to read, what to think about, which music to listen to, which friends to talk to, how to live your life, which actions to take. This is your power. You can change anything, anytime, as soon as you make that decision. We're going to do our last breath like this. And then sit up nice and tall. If you're using that bolster, remove it. We're going to do a quick left and right twist with the elbows. Relieve the tension you just built up in the left side. And then we're going to do right hand next to right hip. Left hand across the long leg. And when you look at your toes, you pull your toes, sit up tall. Give a little twist left and right, find your stable foundation, and fold over this leg with your left arm crossing it. Tuck, squeeze, and push into your deepest forward fold, and then choose. Use your power. What are you going to do with your foot right now? How are you going to feel in your leg? How much stretch are you going to push through the arm? How about the right shoulder, the back of the neck, the jaw? What are you doing with your body, and how are you feeling? There is no part that is subconsciously choosing. You are feeling everything. You are refining. Because in order to master the second step of the Reiki process, which is emotions, you have to understand first and foremost that emotions are a response. They're a feedback to your decisions. What you ingest through your eyes, through your mouth, through your nose, through your ears, through all of your senses, through your mind. Emotions are a feedback to what you consume. Last breath here in this pose. Let's sit up nice and tall. Sit back in the hands. Roll the shoulders back and down a few times. Let's let both legs out now. Shake them loose. Reset the body to reset the mind. Find your stability. We're going to fold straight over both these legs, but I want you to pull your toes first and push your heels. Try to get your knees straight. Sit up tall, pull your shoulders back, lift your chin up, and then without thinking about it, go forward and back without sacrificing the integrity of your body and your airway. Focus on your toes. Pull your shoulders back and go forward and back. Figure out how much pressure you would like to feel on your legs. Once you've made that decision, sustain it. Exhale, tuck your chin down, around your shoulders, squeeze the belly, empty the lungs, let everything go, forget everything, let it all out of the mind, and then your next breath is easy. And there's a sigh of relief, and your legs relax, and your arms relax, and your jaw relaxes, and everything relaxes because you've made your decision, and you're trusting yourself. And if at any point you want to change what you've decided, you reach, you squeeze, you tuck, you push, you twist, you turn, you move through all the 3 dimensions until you find what feels healing, what feels good, what feels relieving to you, in your opinion, right now. And then you stay there and you receive it through your breath. You're receiving the feeling, which is a byproduct of your alignment, your 3-dimensional positioning of your body. When you calm the breath, you can think clearly with your mind and actually analyze objectively. Is this right for me? Am I forcing this? Do I like this? Is it actually feel good to me? If yes, great. Chill. Do nothing. Think less. If not, change. Move. Readjust. Be honest with yourself. Find some integrity with your decision making. Recognize, realize that you control how you breathe, how you feel, how you move, and the emotional responses that you are generating. It's complicated because other people do it also to you. But when you're in a calm, clear state of mind, you realize that you choose how you feel. Sit up tall. Sit back in the hands. Open up the chest. Move around a little bit. Shake out the legs. Bigger, deeper breath. Relax the back of the neck. We're going to bring the soles of our feet to touch. And then lean over to the right. So that when you put your right hand down and bring your left knee up, you can put that left knee down and move your upper body around, forward, back, left, right, up, down. Bigger, deeper breath. Sorting and sampling and choosing. Once you figure out what you want, you take a big breath. You let the stress out. Analyze. Do I want this? Do I still want it? What happens when I receive it? What's the emotional response I'm getting right now? Does my body want this? Even if I've chosen that, yes, this is what I want to do, how does the body feel about it? You understand that your power is your power from your consciousness, your outside point of view. But your emotions are the body's response to what you're doing to it. And if you feel any sense of holding the breath, solar plexus tension, diaphragm stress, any sense of it, your body's trying to tell you that, hey, I'm scared. I don't know about this. I don't think that I like what you're doing to me. I can't understand how this is going to be for my benefit. And so I'm going to pump the brakes. I'm going to tell you no more. And I'm going to do so by squeezing stress into the diaphragm, which feels like restriction of the breath. Which means that when you relax your diaphragm, by relaxing your breath, you are sending a signal back to the body that you are safe. I hear your reservations. I understand why you think it's not okay. Let me teach you why it is. Let me explain to you why I am going to make sure that you're safe. Last breath here. Lean over to the right. Kick the left leg out. This is that side stretch with the left elbow on the left thigh. Right arm is going to come up as you reach over. And we're going to move the right hand until we decide where to put it. And then we're going to move the chin until we decide where to put it. And then we're going to exhale deeply and release the stress of it. And communicate to the body. Step 3, harmony, balance, mediation, negotiation, communication. You have a desire. You want to act out your desire in the body. The body has a reaction to that process. Learning to read your emotions and understand them and change them and alter them and guide them to the greater end goal of harmony. This is the Reiki practice. I'm under stress, and the body is receiving it. The body likes it. And that's not because I've been doing it for a long time and I'm flexible. It's because I'm not pushing beyond my boundaries. In this way, I'd like you to understand clearly now that if I could put my left ear on my left knee because I'm really flexible, you'll understand that I have to do this. I have to apply this much pressure into my body in order to get to the state of mind that somebody else feels when they're up here. Because the same sense of, oh, I'm at the edge of my abilities and I'm tight and I have to actively manage my stress by breathing calmly. I have to be here to get that feeling, to get that sort of engagement of harmony. Otherwise, up here, I'm just kind of chilling. This is just kind of relaxing. It's not like it's hard work to make peace with this. I don't have to do anything to convince my body that this feels good. Last breath. We sit up tall. Left and right. Bigger, deeper breath. Let the stress out. We're doing left hand next to left hip. Right hand reaches across the long leg. And then we fold over like this so that both hands are on the left side of the body. Tuck, squeeze, and push until you find your bottom. And then in your bottom, breathe. Choose. Choose the way that it feels over the way that it looks. Choose the way that it feels in your body over what you think it should be. You want your body to have this experience? Your body has to be allowed to receive it. Otherwise, if the body is in self-defense mode, you won't receive the end goal of all this effort. You want to feel good. You want to be in alignment. You want to enjoy it. It should feel nice and relaxing. Make it feel that way first. And then, out of curiosity, decide to increase the stress, pressure, and tension to see if you can keep it that way in a deeper pose. In this way, you'll start to teach the body that the relief, the excitement, the joy, the comfort, the satisfaction, the success that it's looking for, that you're looking for, the fulfillment of your desires is, in fact, the experience of soothing the body, making peace with the body while you move it around in space, making peace with the body while you experience through it, consoling the body, nourishing the body's emotional response. Last breath in this shape. We sit up nice and tall, sit back in the hands, let the legs out. Bigger, deeper breath. Neck and shoulders relax. Chest opens and closes until you sort things out and feel better. Let's come down to the back now. Lay down all the way down on your back. Pull your shoulders back. Give yourself a moment to reposition your chin and your shoulders and your chest until you feel stable. And then pick up your hips and do the same. Your hips extend to the heels are stable. And we're going to take our twist from here. So you're going to bring your right knee up into your hands. Right knee comes up, and then you roll over onto the left side of your body, all the way over onto the left shoulder and the left hip, The right shoulder should pop up, and then, based on how much stress you want, the right shoulder should go back down behind you. But I like this right knee to go down towards the floor, even if it means you're all the way over. From there, without lifting up your knee, pull the hand back, rest the head, make a decision. You see my arm, it's floating in space. So instead of that, I can stay here and place the right hand on my belly. Value the placement of the body, the alignment that you've chosen, more than what you think it should be. Value the feeling that's coming up in your body, the reaction that you're having, more than how it looks. That way you'll learn how it looks can always change, but how it feels is always going to be relatively the same. It's going to feel good. You're going to enjoy it. Which means for 30 seconds, you might like to squeeze your muscles and really grind it out for a minute. And then you can allow yourself to change and completely relax the body, but stay in the same shape. You have freedom to choose. You're adaptable, flexible. You're confident, clear-minded. You know intuitively how to move your body in every pose, how to increase and decrease the stress in your breath, how to change the way that it feels in your heart. Last breath here, and then you're going to roll down flat to your back, just where we started. Reposition your body, and then bring the left knee up into the hands so that you can roll over to the right side, all the way over to the right side, get that knee down flat, and then open up the chest. So it's okay if the left shoulder doesn't ever touch the floor. The left shoulder touching the floor just means that you're more flexible. That's all. It doesn't mean it feels better. Relax the jaw. Relax the lips. Soften up the eyebrows. Relax the belly, the hands and the jaw. Your breath is soft. You are in receiving mode. Like a sponge that's capable of absorbing water. It's just a natural response to this state of mind that you're in. You're absorbent. In this state, you are highly receptive to suggestion, as long as it's reasonable and logical. So you can use this time to communicate with yourself. You are, in fact, in the process of making harmony with what you want and the way that it feels to get it. You are making peace with how you thought you were going to get what you want and how you're actually going to get what you want. Last breath here. And you're going to go flat to your back. This is Shavasana. You'll reposition the head and the shoulders and the hips and the heels until you're satisfied. Take this opportunity to cover yourself in a blanket if that's what you like. But I want you to find a spot where you can truly and honestly surrender your body, release your effort, decrease tension continuously, melt heavier and deeper into the floor. Feel free to close the eyes As your breath gets smoother and smoother, you feel heavier and heavier. And you go deeper and deeper into your body. And into your body, you surrender all of your desires. And you remain present in the body, desireless. And in the body, in your present state of mind, you truly and honestly ask the body, what can I do for you? You smooth out the breath, sort and sift through the responses that you're getting. It could be that you're getting more than one voice, more than one opinion, more than one desire from the body. So listen to your breath as it passes through your nose. Slow your heart down. And visualize yourself fulfilling the fourth and final step of the Reiki process as light. Visualize yourself as a beam of light, a beam of white light. And you are filling up the body, every nook and cranny, fingertips and tiptoes. You are moving all through the central nervous system. You are moving all through the blood. You are present all throughout the body. And everywhere that you go, everything that you become aware of instantly fills with light. And it feels wonderful in response. You, this beam of white light, you are eternal, you are limitless, you are full of never-ending desire. The way that you fulfill your desire is by experiencing it through the body. Which means as soon as your body wears out and is tired from misuse, it is too tired and cannot get into the receiving mode where you can experience it. You see, you can force the body to do things, but you cannot force it into the receiving mode, which means you can literally, physically act out the satisfaction of your desire, but never receive it, never enjoy it. The body prevents you. So instead, we are going to fill our bodies with light, release everything that doesn't feel full of light. And any specific points of unrest, pain, tension in your body that you have, you can focus your awareness there. And being able to see this light concentrate on that area, using your imagination to visualize it in the receiving mode, this is how it works. It's not more complicated than that. A Reiki master has the ability to sustain their presence, to sustain their focus, their concentration, to pick and choose, to decipher between different frequencies, select the one that is most appropriate and apply it to the body. Quite simply put, a Reiki master is somebody who can make themselves feel good, feel better, and feel better unconditionally. And the longer the state of mind, the longer the presence is kept, the more stressful it is, but the more potential there is to receive. So you'll understand that you can only receive for as much as you're able to sustain the stress of it. Because in the receiving mode, when you're relaxed and suggestible and open, you are vulnerable, and the body knows that, and it is stressful, which means you have to be very good at regulating your stress. When you are open and receptive, you are open and receptive not only to your white light, but to everything, anything, and all things. It takes strength to be receptive. It takes strength to be vulnerable. And it is that strength which protects you in your times of vulnerability, when you're receiving, when you're healing, when you're allowing yourself to feel better unconditionally. And every time you feel that tension build up in your solar plexus and your diaphragm, this is your body trying to tell you, I'm unsafe. You must soothe it unconditionally. You must value the way that you feel over the way that you think. Change your thinking to feel better. And then you will intuitively reposition your body to constantly feel better. Because the positioning of your body in the three-dimensional space that we move through and the way that we breathe changes the way that we feel. Let's start to take bigger, deeper breaths now while we squeeze and release the hands and the feet and the thighs and the arms. We stretch the arms up over the head, make some tension through the body, big stretch, big breath. And as you start to relax your body afterwards now, I want you to begin transitioning back up to your cross-legged seats. Drop your shoulders down as you reposition forward, back, and left and right to find your center, to find how you should sit. Change the way that you breathe to make it feel better for the body, to release the stress and to reposition. Value the breath over the positioning that you thought was correct. Change your actions to make the body feel better. Surrender to your body. Allow your body to choose. And then when the body makes a decision about what it wants, be present and excited about it. Encourage your body. Give your body love and support and light. Change the way that you think about your body, the relationship that you have with your body. Nourish your body with your thoughts and your ideas and the books and the movies and the shows that you read and watch. Put yourself into situations where you can breathe more calmly and think more clearly and allow yourself to feel better unconditionally. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.